Drawing ears, I've personally been able to do and make them very fun and easy, but they can be difficult. I guess it really just kind of depends on how much detail you want to add. But let me give you an example. This first option right here is simple, cartoony, and quick. This is how I draw ears. First you draw the ear shape, and then you draw the outer cartilage, and then you draw the inner cartilage. Now, I just do this in one fell swoop, or I guess two strokes. I do one with the ear, and then two, and then I'm done. All right. Now, a slightly more detailed version would be to add, not make this part as large, and also add slightly more detail inside of the ear. To make it even more detailed and a little bit more accurate, make sure that the ear shape actually corresponds with how your ear actually looks. Which is what this most accurate, last detailed version of an ear would look like. You don't have to do this. You do not have to make your ears look any way like this. You can draw them super simplistic. You can do whatever comes natural to you. And I'm going to show you an example so that way you can understand what I mean. And we're going to use the same character that we've been using, King Elefante. Now, this is the ear, like I said, that I always draw. See, super simple, super quick. However, if I wanted to make his ears a little more detailed, you see how strange that looks on this particular character? Like, I guess you can make it work, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to look like that. You can make them look like this, to be honest with you. You can just draw an ear like that. It's one line. I mean, it's very simple. It's not really something that you should be overthinking. Which, again, that's the entire point of this course. I don't want you to overthink this. Whenever you're drawing anything on a person, you just envision it. However you see that you need to draw it like that. It doesn't need to be anything more complicated. Because ultimately, all you're really doing is just stressing yourself out. And, that's not the point of drawing, which is my entire, I guess, point in, doing this class. Sorry, I was going to finish up these heads because they've been bothering me. But we're going to be talking about these heads, actually, in a future video anyway. So I guess I'll just do it right now. So that way, there you go. Boom chakalaka. All right, so let's go back up here. As you can see, like I said, the ears, they're very simplistic, or at least the way I draw them is very simplistic. And the reason why I do that is because I want them to be very quick and easy to draw. I don't want to be bogged down by the detail that I need to add in order to make them anatomically correct for X amount of pages. I have 4 volumes out right now of Hammer, with a 5th on the way. Currently, while I'm filming this, the 5th one has not come out yet. And I mean, it takes too long to, have to worry about basically everything that I need to worry about, and also ears. Like, that just seems ridiculous to me. Like, I'm looking at, for instance, the Rick and Morty book that I drew. You can look at this cover. You can tell, like, the ears that I'm drawing. Like, they're very simplistic. They're not at all super detailed. Hold on. Trying to get another example. Look at this page. I'm not sure if you ever got this book, but if you have, then, just know that it was very fun to draw. But my point in bringing that up is I never want to be stressed out to that extent whenever I'm drawing something. I want it to be fun. I want it to be quick. I want it to be easy. I want it to, it's kind of like an instant gratification thing. I want to get it on the page as quick as possible so I know, okay, what can I change to make this look better? Can I change anything to make this look better without sacrificing, the type of art style that I'm drawing under? So food for thought, just keep that in mind whenever you're creating your style, whenever you're developing it. Try things out. Try to see if drawing ears like this or like that or like this or like that is more easy for you. And as you continue on your artistic journey, hopefully you'll just gravitate towards one without even realizing it. So don't overthink it. It's, you'll get better. I promise you.